In a region where wealth often shines like the desert sun, one fortune remains largely in shadow. Across the Persian Gulf sits a kingdom smaller than New York City, yet ruled by a monarch whose personal wealth has become legendary among financial analysts and intelligence agencies alike. King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa doesn't just rule Bahrain, he owns it in ways that redefine the concept of royal wealth. While other monarchs publish annual reports of crown holdings, King Hamad's fortune exists in a carefully constructed labyrinth designed to conceal its true magnitude. Estimates range from $10 billion to figures that would make him one of the wealthiest individuals on Earth. Tonight, we navigate this maze of shell companies, sovereign claims, and hidden assets to reveal what might be the most concentrated wealth held by any individual on the planet. Let's find out what lies beneath the surface. King Hamad's most visible symbol of wealth isn't his palace or even his country. It's his personal island. Al Dar Island appears on maps as a natural formation, but satellite imagery analysis reveals it has been dramatically expanded and reshaped over decades. This private kingdom within a kingdom spans over 12.4 square kilometers of prime coastal real estate valued conservatively at $3.8 billion. The island features 7 distinct residential compounds, private ports capable of accommodating super yachts, and its own desalination plant, ensuring complete resource independence. What makes this island extraordinary isn't just its size or features, but how it symbolizes the blurring between state and personal assets that defines King Hamad's wealth. Documents leaked from financial institutions reveal the island is technically owned by a Cayman Islands corporation, which itself is owned by a foundation registered in Liechtenstein, controlled ultimately by trustees appointed exclusively by the king. But luxury real estate is merely the visible tip of a financial iceberg. What truly separates King Hamad's fortune from other royal wealth is its multi-layered security structure. Unlike Saudi Arabia or Qatar, where sovereign wealth funds operate with some degree of transparency, Bahrain's royal wealth operates through what one financial investigator termed a nested doll system of ownership. The king maintains personal control of strategic assets through a network of holding companies spread across jurisdictions famous for secrecy: Luxembourg, Singapore, Switzerland, and the British Virgin Islands. This complex arrangement allows royal wealth to flow through the global financial system while remaining virtually untraceable. When European regulators attempted to map ownership of 5 luxury hotels purchased for €750 million in 2018, they encountered a Byzantine structure of 17 separate legal entities across 8 jurisdictions, all ultimately leading back to proxies closely associated with the Bahraini royal court. In September 2021, this system revealed itself briefly during a high-profile acquisition of premium London real estate. Financial intelligence units noted an unusual pattern. Funds originated from 6 different banking jurisdictions, converged briefly in Singapore, then completed the purchase through a newly created British corporation. The coordination required for such maneuvers speaks to a sophisticated financial apparatus decades in the making. For the king, this level of financial compartmentalization isn't just about privacy, it's strategic sovereignty. Beneath Bahrain's public financial statements lies another economy entirely, what regional experts call the parallel royal economy. This system includes not just oil production, which officially accounts for 85% of state revenue, but direct royal participation in virtually every significant economic sector. According to confidential banking documents, entities controlled by King Hamad hold controlling interests in Bahrain's telecommunications infrastructure, major construction firms, financial institutions, and real estate development. The psychological dimension of this wealth structure cannot be overlooked. Unlike neighboring monarchs who project power through visible spending, King Hamad's wealth strategy emphasizes hidden control over conspicuous consumption. The king doesn't need to show his wealth, explained one former financial advisor to Gulf royalty. The true power lies in controlling the unseen mechanisms that generate wealth rather than displaying its fruits. But what shocked investigators most was discovering the heritage holdings, a portfolio of historical assets acquired over generations that exists entirely outside modern financial reporting systems. This collection includes one of the world's largest private collections of Islamic manuscripts, valued at over $600 million, historical artifacts from the Persian Empire, and jewelry collections containing stones of historical significance. These assets, stored in specialized facilities across 3 continents, represent a form of wealth that transcends market fluctuations. Perhaps most remarkably, King Hamad maintains personal ownership of water rights that predate Bahrain's formal legal system. Through a historical claim recognized under traditional law, but never subjected to modern legal scrutiny, the monarchy controls critical underground aquifers that supply fresh water to significant portions of the island nation. This resource, increasingly precious in the water-scarce Gulf, represents power more fundamental than any financial asset. Every investment disguised, every holding structured for maximum secrecy, every asset, whether physical or financial, protected by layers of legal constructs that make ownership a matter of inference rather than record. King Hamad hasn't just accumulated wealth, he's created an ownership structure that defies conventional financial intelligence. Because in the realm of true sovereign wealth, the most valuable assets are those whose ownership remains perpetually ambiguous, neither fully personal nor officially state-owned, existing in a privileged space where accounting stops and royal prerogative begins. If this glimpse into sovereign wealth intrigued you, subscribe now for our next investigation.